Hi everyone, my name is Elisa and I work at Connections Early Years Family Center as a registered early childhood educator. Today's video, I'm going to show everyone how to make homemade Play-Doh. It's one of our favorite activities that we do at Connections, and a lot of the parents always ask how we make it. So today, this is what this video is going to be about. So in front of me, I have the ingredients that we do use. And the great thing about this recipe is there's not too many ingredients. So we use flour, oil, cream of tartar, water, and salt. And it doesn't matter what brand you use. You can use whichever one. The great thing about Play-Doh and making it is really involving our children when we do it. So having them pour the ingredients in the pot, having them mix it, really asking them some open-ended questions to start the conversation. So asking them how the flour may feel on their skin, what does it smell like? So really using their senses, and it really gets them engaged in the activity with you. So our recipe, we do double it. However, if you just have one child at home and you want to make a smaller batch, you can cut this recipe in half. So I already mixed the ingredients in my pot, but I will tell you what we use. So we use 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of oil. Sometimes I like to add a little bit more so that I find that the Play-Doh becomes more softer. 4 tablespoons of cream of tartar, 2 cups of water, and it doesn't matter what temperature it's at, and 1 cup of salt. So I mixed all those ingredients already in our pot, and this is what it looks like. This is the consistency of it. At the center, we also use food coloring to make it a fun color for the children. However, I don't have any food coloring, but if you have some at home, definitely ask your children what color they would like to use. This recipe, we do cook on the stove. But if you don't want to cook it on the stove, you don't have to. You can mix the ingredients together and mix it with your hands. It would be a different texture of the Play-Doh, but you can definitely give it a try. So we're going to come over to the stove, and you should probably put it on medium heat. And some tricks that I want to let you know about is to constantly be stirring the Play-Doh because it does become really sticky. Someone did mention that they tried making this at home and it did become sticky. So if that's the case, just add a little bit more flour to it. And you just want to make sure that it's cooked all the way. The more you cook it, the less sticky it becomes. So just stirring it. When you keep stirring it, you'll notice that the Play-Doh becomes harder. So you really have to use those muscles. So I'm going to keep stirring it, and I will show you in a sec how it's going to turn out. So I've been cooking this for about 3 to 4 minutes, and it's starting to form a ball now. Means that it's done. I'll show you what it looks like. So we'll turn off the stove, and we're going to bring it over to the counter and just toss it right on the counter. Let it cool down for a bit because it's still very hot. And once it's cooled down, then you can start to knead it. Have your children involved too. And there is your homemade Play-Doh. So this is the final product of our Play-Doh. You can store it into a plastic container, or you can wrap it in saran wrap, and it lasts between 4 to 5 days. So the benefits of making the Play-Doh with our children is we're learning about different measurements using the ingredients. We're working together as a team. So lots of great stuff while making the Play-Doh. And then the benefits of playing with the Play-Doh is it increases children's creativity and their imagination. It helps them use their fine motor skills, their social skills. It has a very calming effect, so playing with Play-Doh can be very calming for children. So lots of benefits with playing with Play-Doh. It's important to also follow their lead in play, so whatever they want to make, just to go with it. If you don't have Play-Doh cutters at home, you can try to be creative with what you have. So if you have any baking utensils such as rolling pins or bowls, anything that can make different shapes of the Play-Doh. So I really hope that everybody enjoyed this video on homemade Play-Doh, and thank you for connecting with us.